So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to International Racing League after a week of Thanksgiving break, and we are today racing in Nürburgring. Nürburgring, I mean, and yeah, with 30 seconds to go on qualifying, we currently have RWB Speed Demo 91 on pole, and with Nuno Silva in a BMW M6 only 0.4 seconds behind him.
I told you lost 2 grip spots.
Well, let's onboard Nuno and introduce you the track a little bit. So as he is currently getting to what is called the Mercedes Arena, a 4-turn complex. He'll exit the corner in the second gear onto a small straight, and then into Volvo line curve, and then into Ford curve.
156
and then another little straight, and then into turn, I think it's turn 7 of Dong Loop. It's called Dong Loop Carrera. It's because it's a hairpin, and then we are driving to Michael Schumacher as a high-speed left-right chicane, and then down to third gear into Michelin curve, and then coast through Warsteiner curve onto the longest straight on the entire racetrack, and the right sweeper of Advan Bogen, and then brake hard down to second gear into the NGK chicane, bouncing on the curves, and back on gas, and then coast through the last corner of Coca-Cola curve. And as Nuno didn't improve his lap time, he will start in second spot in front row, just beside Speed Diamond. So yeah, we are having a 9-car grid today, which is rather small, but hopefully we will get some good racing action. So So as you can see, this is RWB Speed Demo 91 and Nuno Silva. They are very close apart. Then is the rest of the field, who is 3 seconds slower, and just retired to the pits and push the race. Yep, that is RWB Speed Demo in the 93 Honda NSX GT3. Nuno Silva in the number 1 BMW. And then starting third is Beppe in number 26 Honda. In fourth we have UCB Gaming driving the I think it's number 14 Renault.
Games is different.
In fifth we have Jewish Asian, who is a friend of
just they have to update my car. Car fare is loose and bouncy.
So we have Jewish Asian, who is a friend of Trash, who is not here today, in the number 43 Audi. In sixth position we have BKB, the Aston Martin driver. Seventh we have Skotsky, driving the number 15 Renault. And in eighth we have
what?
Who is this? You have Mr. Staffing Escapist, who is actually Roy. And starting last we have Ponchito in the number 666 Lamborghini.
Just gotta survive 20 laps.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yep,
coming for you
I
guys.
believe the race is going to start very soon.
Yeah.
So let's put
quicker,
camera
Jay.
back on
Just for
the
this
leader.
What is this? Is race 8?
Yeah, race 8.
2 more.
2 more to go.
So the weather tonight will be sunny in the first 10 laps and cloudy in the second 10 laps. And here we go. Revving up your engine. That's a green and off we go.
You jumped the start. Come on, Roy.
I think someone just jump started and
Fucking clutch.
apparently Nuno had a better start than or not. And yep, that's Nuno in the inside lane and he's already up to first and that's a crashing back. That is
Take it.
Pepe and Jewish Asian involved. Back in front and Nuno is still holding the lead with speed among 0.2 seconds behind him and now we just lost 2 racers. Both Pepe and Jewish Asian have left the session, I think. Right, come around to Speed Zamo, who is in a Honda NSX GT3. It is a pretty good handling car, but it is not fast on the straight line. While Nuno's BMW M6 is a heavy car and is fast on the straights, but a bit slow on the corners. So now onto the back straights through Adwan Bogen. And breaking into NGK chicane where it will be a good point to overtake and as you can see that is Speedham outbraked Nuno Silva and now he is into the lead. See Nuno is on the inside but he didn't pass and he is now right on the gearbox of Speedham. There we go, hard brake into the first corner of Hochhaken and with Nuno in the inside and Speed on the outside. That is rolling into the pits, probably serving a stop and go penalty after jump start. Alright, back onto the battle for lead and Nuno is still trying his best to keep his M6 behind Speed Demo in corners. And finally now he's onto straight and ahead it was a good opportunity, overtaking opportunity, but he's just a bit too far behind. This Speed Diamond went a little bit wide on the exit of Michelin curve, and he probably have to serve a slow down penalty. And now they are side by side, and Speed Diamond is still a little bit ahead. But let's see if Nuno can make it on the braking. No, because the Honda is a lot lighter than BMW, which require a lot shorter braking distance. And now into our last corner of Coca-Cola curve. Speed Demo is using a wider line to keep more speed on the straight line, while Nuno is doing the inside lane and Nade on the front straight, where Speed Demo have already made a 0.6 second gap. And that is Speed Demon still pulling away from Nuno. Where the rest of the field is already 9 seconds apart from them. Yep, this is currently the only battle going on in the entire field, so we will just stay with them. Yep, that was a good run from Nuno, and he's decreased the gap to 0.3 seconds, and now he's right on the gearbox of Speed Demon again. Let's see if he can use his straight line speed advantage. There we go, break into Hulk Haken. Nuno in the inside, Speed Demon on the outside, but now it's a left-hander, which means Speed Demon will be inside and Nuno on the outside. Battling through the arena. They are very close now. Oh no, that is Nuno dipping his wheels into the sand a little bit, which cost him a little time, but he's still... That is Speed Demon going wide! He's sliding! But Nuno avoided him, and now Speed Demon is down to second, while Nuno is in first. Now let's see how is Speed Demon going to use his corner advantage. He just overshot the chicane a little bit, and which allowed Nuno to put the gap up to 0.7 seconds. Nuno is trying to defend inside, which he went all the way into in front of the pit wall. There we go, Speed Demon is losing quite a lot of speed, and I believe according to our UI, which might be wrong, and I think it's Speed Demon's tires are a bit overheated. I assume that's why he's dropping lots of speed now. Nuno is still pulling the gap. Yep, as we can see, Speed Demon's tire pressure is a lot higher than Nuno's. Now into the back straights, and they are still half a second apart. And let's see if Speed Demon can do it again in the breaking into the chicanes. Yep, indeed he closed the gap to 0.4 seconds, and now it's a Coca-Cola curve. There's Nuno going a bit wide on the exit of Haken, but he still kept his car, kept his wheels on the ground and defended the position, but allowed Speed Demon to decrease the gap into 0.3 seconds. This Nuno overshooting the corner a little bit again. That allow Speed Demon to go side by side with him, but no one wants to go side by side on Michael Schumacher S, which is a very fast sweeper. So Speed Demon decided to pull off to a sure not crashing, and now he is still right behind the wing of Nuno, and with 0.2 second gap, and breaking the. Yep, that is Nuno overshooting the corner, and he just handed over the lead to Speed Demon. Yeah, Nuno gotta do it all over again now. Is somehow Speed Demon still pulling the gap away from Nuno. It's up to 0.6 seconds now. Now we have another battle for 6th place. That is between Roy and Ponchito. They are both nearly 1 minute behind the leader. They nearly make contact, but they're side by side on the front straight now. But I believe Renault will have a bit of advantage on the braking into Haken. Nope, he went a bit wide, but Ponchito somehow used a very inside line, and he's lagging a bit. Now back in the lead, that is Speed Demon just made a mistake. Ah, come on, just missed the entire thing, and now he's 1.5 seconds behind Nuno. So that will be Nuno leading to lap 8. And Speed Demon in second, 1.8 seconds behind. I think Nuno might have turned off ABS, that's why he lock up the wheels sometimes, I guess. Yep, I guess now Nuno can just comfortably pace himself and don't make any mistakes. Speed demo is 1.3 seconds behind. I believe we just lost another racer. I think it's probably Ponchito just disconnected, I think. So now we only have a 6-car grid. Let's see. We have 2 people in the pits, so I guess that is I don't know, maybe Beppy and Ponchito. That is UCB into the pits for some reason. See. Yep, he is likely going for a refill. He probably took too much last fill, and somehow these pit crews are glitch, and they're probably are transparent. Yeah, it's sometimes pretty fun to see those little bugs in the game. As he is exiting pits, he is down to 6th position now, with Roy 3 corners ahead of him, and now back into the battle of leads. This Speed Demo finally picking up his pace a little bit, and he is beginning to chase Nuno again. And that is him just sets the fastest lap on the entire field, 157.5. Yeah, probably Nuno thought he have a big gap, so he just actually was pacing, but now Speed Demo is right behind him again to hunt him down. Yep, that was speed demo using a wider entry to provide the bit more straight line speed, but as the BMW is a lot powerful, he didn't make it. So, as we are already halfway through the race, let's run down the field real quick. So, in first place, we have Nuno Silva, the #1 BMW from Portugal, who is not in our Facebook groups, which that's why we don't have much information on him. And in second place, right behind him, in the number 93 Honda NSX, is RWB Speed Demo from the Great Britain. And, he is one of the new stars in the European eSport series. But as he never joined our Facebook group, we don't have much more information on him either. In third place, 38 seconds behind the leaders, we have Becky B from Missouri, USA. He is very loyal to Aston Martin Vantage GT3, as he picked the exact same car and the same livery as he did in Season 1 of our championship. In fourth place, we have Babdi from Argentina, driving the number 6 Honda NSX. 55 seconds down the lead, and that will be 13 seconds behind Becky. He have previously participated Season 1 championship for 2 races, I remember, driving a Porsche, as known as RUF RGTA GT3 back then. There's a change in the lead, that is Speed Demon finally finding his way through Nuno Silva, I believe is on turn 1. In fifth, we have Roy in the number 07 Renault from New York, USA. He was the manager of this league and previously ran Season 1 in full schedule in BMW Z4. He originally also chose BMW Z4 for this season, but he found the car wasn't competitive anymore in Picos 2, so he switched to Renault, which is easier to drive for him as a controller driver. In sixth place, we have UCB Gaming, just being lapped by Speedzamon in the number 15 Renault. He is from Alabama, but currently living in California. He's giving the position to Nuno, and he is only 4 seconds behind Roy, so there will be a battle around lap 16 or 17, I guess. Right now, back to the lead. That is yes, Speedzamon is lapping Roy, and he is already 2 seconds ahead. With 5 laps to go, Nuno have to work hard to get past him before the checker flag. Now we have the battle between the Renaults, UCB and Roy. They're both 1 lap done. That is UCB going a bit too wide into the sand, and Roy just went ahead, pulling the gap back to 2 seconds. That's the gap we have in front. That is Bakey B receiving a penalty, I think. That is a 2-second penalty for cutting corners. But as he is 12 seconds ahead of Beppy, so that won't be too much a big deal, I say. So now Nuno is still 2 seconds behind Speedzamon, and now it's 2.5 seconds as he made a little mistake in Mercedes Arena. Their lap times are basically identical now, but as Nuno is a bit more unstable, so I guess that will made it harder to catch Speedzamon unless Speedzamon make a mistake. And yeah, I am reading the chat today as I have my laptop right beside me, and I am actually watching the chat, so feel free to say anything. Yep, as there is really nothing going on at the moment, we will just put camera back to our leader. Alright, white flag in the air, one lap to go, and it is still Speed Demon in the lead, and Nuno Silva in second, 6.5 seconds behind. Last time through NGK chicane, and then one more turn, back on the gas, and that will be a British victory in Germany. Speed Demon taking the win, with Nuno Silva second in the BMW M6. And Big B is half a lap behind the leaders. He has a quite race behind the leaders, pacing the entire time and taking the last position on podium home. And Beppe is now coming through a Coca-Cola curve, and he will take 4th position home. And that's everyone, as both
Good job, bro.
Roy and Big B
I was making donuts.
lap done, and yeah, that's the grid. With RWB Speed Demon both take the checker flag and setting the fastest lap time. The Nuno Silva slightly behind.
Yeah, he got a podium, man. Jesus,
Good
that
job,
was
man.
that was my podium.
Excuse me.
It was. You're creeping up on me.
I got taken out by Jewish agent. He took me.
Yeah,
And
You know what?
didn't help that I didn't have enough gas.
yeah. My clutch got erased after the last update. So that was happening. I was pressing the clutch, and then jump start. Oh man, what happened to you, Lincoln?
I got my front end had a lot of damage in the front end. But yeah,
Oh,
turned one and
And,
Yeah, that's a
thank you all for watching today, and see you guys next round in. Let's see which track is it.
Speed Demon.
Yeah. He did a good job, man. Fuck. Yeah, when I watch
Yep.
the,
See you guys next
the-
time. Round 9
Harry,
for
YouTube.
some action in Brno circuit,
Watch his replays.
Czech Republic.
Pretty funny.
Until then, see ya.
You should put him on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, on his channel.